Rocco Baldelli called for a lice check on James Karinchak. And so Teddy Barrett, the home plate umpire, has to come out, and it looked like, as John Boy said in his breakdown, it looked like he was petting a cat. You were the catcher. How did you not crack up during this whole thing?
I wish I was in a headspace to be able to laugh, because in the heat of the moment, I was not happy with what was happening. I didn't think it was handled very well and professionally, but in hindsight, I probably should have just laughed it off and saw that this is a pretty comical thing happening on a big league baseball field.
Dude, the fact it was Teddy Barrett, too, the guy who used to spar with Mike Tyson, who's
yeah.
going through. I mean, it's hilarious.
It is hilarious because Ted's one of a kind. He's one of the best umpires to ever do it. He's a total badass, and he handled it so well. He's just like, I'm over there trying to tell him what's happening, and he literally is just giving him like a scalp massage.
What were you saying?
I was just trying to tell him like, come on, like, what are we doing here? Like, my guy's allowed to use sweat and rosin. So basically that's the rule. So with all the things that have happened, you can use sweat from your hair and you can use rosin. And my guy Chak likes to use sweat and rosin. He just is a little more animated about it than other people. And the Twins didn't like that very much. And he strikes a lot of guys out. So I don't blame him.
You said you wish it had been handled better. How should it have been handled better?
I just thought the way he came out from the dugout was a little bit aggressive, where it could have you can just go up to the umpire, because I understand, like, you're watching some things, there weird things happen. You can go up to the umpire and ask him to check him. That's the rule. I thought a couple things, the way he went about it was with the intent of embarrassing our pitcher. And I think that, if we're talking about human element, that type of stuff, player, manager, like guys on the field, you don't need to do something to embarrass someone. Especially when they were doing nothing wrong. So that was what kind of rubbed me the wrong way. In hindsight, I don't care.
Two things about it. One, I wish he wouldn't have come out in the middle of an at bat. I thought that was kind of bush league. I think if you have a problem with him, you do it at the beginning of an at bat. I also thought what Cal Quantrill said afterward is very interesting. There are no repercussions to being wrong, to accusing somebody. Like, what happens? Are we just going to sit here and keep accusing guys every time somebody comes out and does something a little quirky? Like, what? There's no risk for the other team, the accusers.
Yeah, it's especially in a way that went. It was just like, there was definitely some type of intent to embarrass a guy, and play some mind games that, whether they work or not, it seemed like a bit of a reach. But yeah, I think moving forward, that should be a thing. If you feel like you need to go challenge something and stop the flow of the baseball game, especially in a big moment, that was like the 8th or 9th inning. This is a big situation. If you want to stop the pace of play like that for that reason, there should be, lose a challenge, something that definitely should be talked about by Major League Baseball to just keep some accountability.